Before anything changes in your life, something must change inside your mind, and most men never reach this point because they are still waiting for permission. Permission from results, permission from confidence, permission from circumstances. They live as if life must first prove itself before they commit fully, and because of that hesitation, life keeps them exactly where they are. This chapter exists to destroy that waiting mindset completely. There is a law operating in your life right now, whether you are aware of it or not. It is the law of assumption. Whatever you assume to be true, you begin to live as if it is true. Not consciously at first, but subtly. Your body language shifts, your tone shifts, your persistence changes, your patience changes, and over time the world responds not to your words but to your posture. Most men think their circumstances create their mindset. That is backwards. Your mindset creates how you interpret circumstances, and interpretation determines action. Two men can face the same hardship. One breaks, one builds. The difference is not strength, it is assumption. One assumes the struggle is assigned to stop. The other assumes it is part of the process. Understand this deeply. Your nervous system listens to what you expect, not what you hope. Hope is weak. Hope waits. Expectation commands. When you expect things to go wrong, your body prepares for defense. When you expect things to work out, your body prepares for execution. This is biology, not motivation. Most men are trapped in a silent loop of negative expectation. They wake up already bracing for disappointment. They speak cautiously. They plan defensively. They dream with limits attached. And then they wonder why life feels heavy, slow, resistant. It is because they are moving through life as if it is unsafe to fully commit. The man who acts as if it is done moves differently. He does not rush, but he does not stall. He does not need reassurance. He does not require external validation to keep going. His energy is settled because internally the decision has already been made. The outcome is not questioned. Only the execution is refined. This is why silence does not scare him. When results are delayed, he does not spiral. When the path is unclear, he does not retreat. He understands something most men never learn. The gap between decision and result is not punishment. It is construction. And because of that understanding, he stays in motion while others freeze. History repeats this pattern endlessly. Thomas Edison did not operate under the assumption of maybe. There was no emotional roller coaster in his belief system. The light bulb was not a possibility. It was an eventuality. Every failed attempt did not weaken his belief. It refined his method. That distinction is everything. When you act as if it is done, you stop negotiating with doubt. Doubt still appears, but it no longer has voting rights. It becomes background noise instead of command. You no longer ask, what if I fail? You ask, what is today's move? That shift alone separates builders from drifters. Most men collapse not because life is hard, but because their internal posture is weak. They treat uncertainty as a threat instead of a signal of growth. The man who assumes success is inevitable treats uncertainty as confirmation that he is on the edge of expansion. This chapter is not asking you to pretend, it is asking you to decide. Decide the ending. Decide who you are becoming. Decide how you move regardless of evidence. Because once that decision is made, your behavior aligns automatically. You stop forcing discipline. You stop chasing motivation. You simply execute. And execution compounds faster than emotion ever will. When you assume things are working in your favor, your breathing slows, your movements sharpen, your patience deepens. You stop leaking energy into panic. You conserve strength for action. This is why men with certainty feel powerful even in silence. They are not waiting, they are building. From this moment forward, you are not allowed to ask, is this working? You are only allowed to ask, am I showing up like it already has? Because the world does not reward potential, it responds to certainty, and this chapter exists to install that certainty at the deepest level